pretty lady.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Probably tired.
A little bit. I'm so dead.
Yeah?
Yep.
I imagine. I didn't think a lot of people would want to come in for pizza.
Yeah.
Everyone's probably barbecuing.
Yeah.
You look pretty. I like that dress.
Thank you.
So just a slow day.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, was it good?
Yeah.
Oh, your hair clip's pretty too. I'm always looking for pretty hair clips.
I got these over at Walgreens.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like Walgreens. I feel like I can never get out of there without spending more money than I should.
That's what happens to me at Walmart.
At Walmart?
Yes. It's like, okay, I'm going in for certain things, and I come out with stuff that I don't need, and I'm like...
Target is the worst.
Oh, I bet.
I love Target, and I never get to go to Target, so when I do go to Target, Justin's like, you can never get out of Target for less than $50.
Speaking of the devil.
Your ears burning? Hello? Razor should be in the bathroom bag underneath the sink. And I don't know where your 2 new ties are. There's a pile of ties on the bed in the bedroom that I just took out of the suitcase. Or look on the door hanging up. I think I might have put one of them up there. Okay. Love you. We went to TJ Maxx at Des Moines. And Justin wears a tie like at least 3 times a week. And they had really nice like designer ties on clearance for $5. They're good some ties. I feel like he always spills stuff on them too, so he can always use a lot of ties. Are you cold? Okay. I have to drop something off at my friend Mandy's house. Her husband cleaned some windows for one of my jobs, and I just got paid, so I need to pay him. But I don't try not to do that stuff for the Kingdom Hall. So I'm gonna drop that off. Do you want a coffee or anything?
Well, I thought we were going to go out for ice cream after.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We have a little bit of time.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I might just grab like a water or something, not to take in the Kingdom Hall, but just to chug in the car. I'm really thirsty. I'm so bad at drinking enough water.
Alright.
And then I'll drop this off at Mandy's and I'll go pick up Justin and see how much time we have.
Okay.
I'm telling him, can I get ready? You should start getting ready. He's doing the Bible reading. So I can't pester him too much if he's reading the Bible, I guess. Always turn the straight lane for her house. I'm still learning Astro. Like, from living close to it, I know, like, where Walmart and Menards and stuff are, but, like, these little back streets, I'm always getting mixed up. Okay. So there's our house. There's the library. That's what street it's on. I'll just be right back. I'm not going to go in. I'm just going to get in this. sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
They have a 4-year-old little boy.
Oh.
And I just bought him a map last week. And I hadn't seen him since I gave it to his dad to give to him. And so she's like, Sammy wants to say thank you for his map, but he doesn't have any pants on. There he is. So he ran upstairs to put on pants so he could come down and say thank you.
Aw.
He's so cute.
He is adorable.
He is the smartest little kid I've ever met. He knows all the bones in the body.
Oh my goodness.
And he knows all the presidents in order. He knows all the countries and states and their capitals. And he just turned 4 last month. He hit his back. And I was like, are you okay? Did you hit your back? He's like, that's my thorax. I was like, oh, sorry. And he hit his shoulder one time. I'm like, is that your shoulder? He's like, no, that's my clavicle.
Oh my goodness.
You are so smart. We were trying to think of a capital of a city or of a state the other day, and someone was like, just call Sam. Hell no. Okay, Justin's probably still not going to be ready, so I'm going to run into Ivy and get out. Or I can run into the gas station. Or just wait for Justin. See how much longer he has. I was here first. Hey, are you almost ready? I already did. Should I run and get a coffee? Because I'm kind of sleepy. Okay. Love you. Bye. He's like, I'm really sorry. I'm just getting dressed. I gotta get my books together. Go get a coffee. And then come pick me up. If that's okay.
Oh, that's fine. I just thought I'd give us a little bit more, girl time and whatnot. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin, why don't you just walk to the mall? Just kidding.
I talked to Nate last
Burger
night.
King. How did that go?
It actually went really well.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What were his thoughts?
He was like, you know what? I'm okay with it as long as you're, gonna be able to get something out of it, then that's all that should matter. So.
That's really exciting, Julie. I was just making sure you're open today. Okay, thanks. I guess we are.
Yeah.
That's really exciting, Julie. Do you feel like a little bit of a weight's off, knowing that there's not going to be a struggle or anything?
Well, we'll just see how it goes. I mean, because, Nate's probably going to go and say, well, what about, us studying as, couples? And I'm just like, well, they're not saying we're stopping that completely.
Yeah,
we're
we can
just,
still do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, too, Nate can ask Justin his questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that. Deb Olson.
Yeah.
Her husband never became a Jehovah's Witness, and she studied single, but she said she really liked it, liked the one-on-one. She was sad her husband decided never to become a Jehovah's Witness, but she's like, the truth has brought me so much joy, and I was able to have a really good marriage. Her husband passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, she said something about that, so.
We just love Deb.
I mean, she's a sweetheart.
She is. She's always got a smile on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like swimming?
Yes.
We will have to go to the lake one day.
That would be fun.
On a weekend. Or maybe after meeting, because usually sometimes don't work Sundays. Like a Sunday that you have off.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to go to meeting and then go drive down to the lake. Me and Justin will do that sometimes. Do you like Burger King coffee? I'm kind of obsessed with them right now. And they're like a fraction of the price of Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks is crazy.
Yeah, I used to work here, so.
Oh, really? You want mocha or vanilla?
Mocha.
Thank you for choosing Burger King. This is Jacqueline. How may I help you?
Hi, can I have a BK vanilla iced coffee and a mocha coffee?
Mocha and vanilla. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so get the second window. Thank you.
So why do they make you pull up sometimes if there's no one behind you and you're just waiting for your food?
It's usually when they have like a wait time that they have to worry about for a drive time. So, like, they're supposed to have like everybody out within like 2 minutes of their drive lane. So, if it goes anything over like 3.
Do you get in trouble for it?
Yeah.
Man, it's hot outside.
Uh-huh.
I got into my car, so it's 90 degrees.
Makes you wonder what the humidity is at.
Humidity 55%.
Mm-hmm.
Wind 9 miles an hour. Feels like 92.
That's the one thing I hate about Iowa summers. Humidity sucks.
My hair is just a little bit curly, but not
383, please.
not curly enough. There you go. To wear it curly, it's just kind of like curly, like around my ears. And so I either have to straighten it or curl it all.
Right.
And the humidity always has a complete different idea of how I should wear my hair.
Nice to know, so.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I should be drinking water.
I haven't had my caffeine fix today, so I'm a little cranky.
I don't know how those Mormons do it. They can't have coffee.
I had never even heard about that.
They consider it addictive, so they can't have any coffee or anything. Well, like no cigarettes, obviously. Absolutely no alcohol.
Jeez.
I always wonder how people like reckon if they're like completely going against something that the Bible says. Like Jesus drank wine. Like there's so many scriptures that says wine is good to make the heart rejoice as long as you use it in moderation and you don't get, drunk or become a drunkard.
Right.
But I do understand some people that have had a problem with it in the past to abstain. I really respect that. There's a couple people in our congregation that before they came into the truth, they were alcoholics. And now they just don't drink at all. But alcoholism is more like a disease. Oh, that felt really close, didn't it? I hate driving in the city. Not like this city's okay. This is more of a town, but like when we go to Minneapolis or something.
Oh my gosh.
I'm always a nervous wreck.
Yeah. I've only been up to Minneapolis maybe one time in my life, and I drove on the interstate, and I'm like, nope.
I went a couple of years ago by myself to go to pick a friend up from the airport. That was pretty stressful.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Trying to follow the GPS and find everything. It was easier. I've gone up there with Justin, and either like I'll help him navigate or he'll help me navigate, and that's a little bit easier to have a second person there. But when it's just one person,
Right.
that's a little more stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, I'm driving to Ohio.
Oh, fun.
My sisters live there.
Mm-hmm.
You met them,
Yeah.
at the Kingdom Hall. My parents divorced. Gosh, it's been like 5 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really sad and awful. But anyway, my mom got remarried and lives in Ohio now, so the girls are gonna come visit me. But I gotta go drive and get them.
Oh.
Spend the weekend with my mom. But my cousin Jasmine's coming with me, so at least I won't. Because it's like a 12-hour drive.
Oh.
So I'll just call Justin. This is where we live.
Oh.
This door is usually locked, but the door on the other side of the building's never locked.
Oh.
We're apartment 6.
Oh, okay.
Those are our windows there. Hey, we're here. Okay, bye. Let's hit the spot. So, did you grow up in Des Moines?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I moved up here in 2004 to start my high school year. Am I needing to go in the back?
No, let him get in the back. We have some stuff we have to drop off at the hall.
Oh.
Oh, is it just easier for me to get to the other side?
Yeah.
Probably,
I don't know.
now that it's all moved. Let me go put the trunk. Actually, let me go put these in the trunk real quick, honey.
Okay. Do you need the trunk popped?
No.
Aren't we taking those to the hall?
No, the hall's already got some.
Okay. I'm just gonna pop the trunk.
How are you doing, Julie?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I'm so happy that you're coming with us tonight. That's really awesome.
Yeah. I was kind of worried if work was going to even get out in time for it, so.
Busy today?
No, not really. It was, I didn't know what time we were actually getting closed for the 4th.
Oh.
Yeah, I told her I didn't think very many people would come in to buy pizza when
Pizza on the
everyone's
4th,
grilling.
Yeah, we went to IV yesterday, man. That was
Yeah, it was mayhem.
nuts.
And I got stuff to make pasta salad, like the top 5 on the top 5 list of sides to go with the barbecue.
Right.
They were out of a whole bunch of stuff, like the Mrs. Dash. I should have stopped. Sorry. The Mrs. Dash pasta seasoning was like completely out.
Man, it got hot today too.
Yeah, my phone says it feels like 94. Are you getting air back there?
Yep.
Is there a back vents back there?
What's that?
Is there vents right here? I've never ridden in the back seat.
Yep. Yeah, it's my first time in the backseat too, actually.
So it feels roomy as our old car. Yeah. We went and got Burger King coffee. I love their coffee.
Oh, really?
You want to sit?
No, I'm good.
I love when they put up all the flowers. So pretty. So, do you think you like Des Moines or Spencer better?
Personally, I kind of miss my hometown. You know, because that's where a lot of my family is right now, and
Yeah, of course.
you know, so. But I mean, I don't know. Kind of like the nice, quiet, you know.
Des Moines, your hometown?
Mhm.
Born and raised?
Yep.
Very cool. How many years you lived in Spencer?
Since 2004,
4.
and then so 17. Going on too many years to count.
Before you have 13, 14 years, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
How old are you again?
Me?
Yeah.
I just turned 28.
So you're just a year younger than Justin.
Yeah.
I'm older than both of you.
How old are you, Dan?
Tears. 30. You know how old I am. Wow, the sky looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about the fair? Do you like the fair, Julie?
Let's see, the last time I actually went to the fair was when I was working it. So
Oh.
that was last year. And no, I do not want to go back to that job.
I've heard that those are really hard jobs.
Cleaning the bathrooms?
Oh,
No.
you were cleaning the bathrooms?
Uh-huh.
That would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
No one is nice and neat in a fair bathroom.
No, but the fact that, you know, some people are appreciative of having a clean bathroom, that made my day a lot more easier. Because I don't know how many times I wanted to go and, like, strangle people. It's just like, because, seriously, I just cleaned up this place.
Yeah, geez.
Yeah, that would be a hard job.
Or children who, you know, ride so many rides and then vomit, you know. That's just
Yeah.
one thing I don't think I would be able to stomach anymore.
You need to take some weed killer to this parking lot.
I know. Pete was talking about that. I think that's why some of them are turning yellow.
Because Pete's already doing it.
Yeah.
Is that Ruby's van?
Yeah, I think so. Keep all in here. Pull up just a couple more inches in.
A little more?
So, cramped parking lot.
Like right here?
Yeah, this is good.
Did you get the keys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I locked the apartment stuff, so.
Oh, did you get a new tablet?
Actually, yeah.
Pretty.
I'm just gonna go ahead and leave my stuff in here.
Yeah.
This is all I really need today.
How much power does my tablet have?
Like 34 quick.
Not too much. Same old, same old.
Have you met Julie? This is my friend Julie. This is
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
What's your name?
Julie.
Julie. Nice to meet you.
Yes, meet you.
I think I saw you at Memorial.
Yeah, you did.
Good to see you.
Is that where we're sitting there? That's weird.
Well, we're gonna tear up the carpet next week.
Oh yeah. New carpet. Is this right here okay?
That's fine.
Justin, this book too. And the songbook. This is the Kingdom Rules book that we usually do towards the end.
Okay.
Do you want one in paper?
Sure.
And then do you want a songbook?
Sure.
Hey Rachel. Oh, that's a pretty skirt.
Thank you.
You remember Julie?
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Yeah, I did. I'm tired. How about you?
Very much, but I'm exhausted too.
Yeah.
We were waking up at like 5 o'clock every morning. It's so good.
Yeah, did you have to be there early too, or just ride
Just
with Joseph?
Joseph, yeah. I rode with his parents, but I had to get him ready and everything. So, yeah. I had to pull his clothes. I don't know.
I laid all of Justin's stuff out the night before.
That was smart. I should have done
And
that.
then I was like, I'd be like, sure, under.
Yep.
And I ironed it all. We took his suits to Campus Cleaners, and they trashed them. I'm
The
gonna
one
go
up at the
back.
North Mall?
I took him to Spirit Lake,
Oh, okay.
which I've heard a lot of the friends use
Yeah.
anyway. But like the lining right here, like they overheated it and it bubbled on a couple of them.
Oh, that's not good.
And I had to re-iron all of them. Even all the sleeves were crumpled and like the seam, one of the seams was ripped out.
That's
So
crazy.
I'm gonna go in there and like argue with them.
Yeah, they should give you something.
Yeah, because I can't undo that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can fix the hem, but like the bubbling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's messed
so
up.
I had to iron his suits everything. Steam them.
Yeah.
And we were sharing a hotel room with Marissa and Jasmine.
Oh.
So that was super exciting every night.
Yeah.
Hey, Joseph. Those two can get pretty rambunctious.
Yeah. Be fun though.
It was fun. It was fun because I never get to see Jasmine or Marissa.
Yeah.
Marissa was really good.
I see you again?
Weekend.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
And then the
How are you?
last
I'm good. How are you?
Doing
she was
good?
like, I don't have to see you guys tomorrow. And she got
Busy?
really cranky.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Thank you. Well, I see you again.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you're looking for a new dry cleaner, the one up by the post office in Spencer, they're pretty
Do that
good.
one?
We've been doing them for years, and I don't think they've ever messed anything up.
I will definitely go there next time.
I think it's like 14 or 16 for a suit. So,
It's not bad.
yeah, it's not terrible.
No, it was like $60 for 3 suits.
Okay.
Which I felt wasn't awful, but
Yeah.
17 bucks a little bit better.
Yeah.
Stinking cleaners.
Yeah, especially if they mess it up. That's a bit high.
I know, and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I was talking later. Dan Mosley said that he took suit there once, and there was a giant stain on it. And it was named cleaner. It smelled like a cleaner. So he took it back in and it paid for the suit.
That's good. So there's hope for you then.
There's hope.
Yeah.
He's like, it took me a couple days of arguing, but
Yeah.
there's hope. I'm gonna get some done. I feel like I have coffee breath now.
I like your notebook, Julie. It's very pretty.
Thank you.
File for.
You want a piece of gum, Julie?
Sure, if you. Thank you.
I found an amazing new jewelry store in Des Moines. It's called Charming Charlie.
You've never been there?
No,
Isn't it amazing?
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
They had
it's a
like
life changer.
80% off of their sale items this time. Yeah. So I got like 7 things for under $10. It made me happy.
It's so nice to look for stuff like I need something in this color.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big section over there.
Yeah. It was amazing. I'd never heard of it.
Sherry, how are you? Mandy took me there for the first time.
Very good.
Great.
You can tell me, I don't mind.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go.
Sherry, did you meet Julie?
No, I haven't.
Julie, this is my friend Sherry.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Give you a hug.
No, this is
Where are you from?
Des Moines, originally.
Okay.
She lives in Spencer now.
Oh, do you? Great. Have somebody else in our ball. Yay. Just your partner. Nice. She's coming.
Yeah, this is, I think, her third time? Third or fourth time? Or fourth time.
Great.
Yeah. So it's exciting. Yeah, but I love Charming Charlie's. Have you ever been to Charming Charlie's? But it's nice because they have an off-color section off. Like all like blue, purple. They have earrings, bracelets, rings, headbands.
Did you
get this? Oh, they're so pretty.
I think they were like yeah, they had like a huge sale going on. It was 80% off of their sale prices. So it was awesome.
They have one in Illinois too.
They have one in
I don't know. There's a store similar to it in Sioux City. I can't remember what that one's called though, but not as good as Charming Charlie.
It's usually by itself.
The one in Des Moines is, you know where Jordan Creek Mall is? It's near that, but it's not in the mall. It's like there's those little stores that surround Jordan Creek somewhere else. Yeah, like right near Shoe Carnival or something like that, yeah. Yeah. When do you guys go to your convention?
Second weekend.
Long way.
And where do you guys go?
About time.
Rochester, so
I know.
I do miss the city. This is our first time in Des Moines, which was really nice and fun, but I love Rochester. And I love being able to park my car and not use it for the week
Right.
when you have the skywalk.
Yeah, especially when you see that. It is nice. I just
We'd always go to Max, that Greek restaurant. Have you ever been there? You know, like Barnes and Nobles, where that little courtyard is with the fountain?
Yeah, right.
It's right there. It's right across the path. It loved that restaurant. That's what it was called, I guess. But yeah.
so many good things.
There is Victoria. Really good.
So tell me about it.
I don't know. They said please let everyone else enjoy it when they go.
Oh, did they? Did they really?
Yep.
All right.
At least once a day.
Okay. She said once a day.
But it was amazing.
Is it very different from last
Yeah, the style of it was really
Yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it. They're going this coming weekend. Yeah, down to Nixon, Kansas.
Okay, I was thinking they went the same weekend.
Just one weekend difference.
Had they already left or?
No, they leave on Thursday.
Those are cute.
Yeah, or it's some little.
Not really, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not used to wearing flats.
Oh, you usually have a little heel.
So excited. Now I'm really anxious.
I have like a really flat foot.
Yeah, it's so
And,
good.
you know, having to keep my ankle elevated since I broke it.
Been there.
Yeah, if you click on it, it's like, have you attended? And you can't say yes if you haven't. It's like,
Yeah, this is about as high as I go. I used to wear higher heels.
Those are cute.
No, because I was supposed to start. Because your mom gone. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
She probably won't tell us either. So.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like when you're really there.
Yeah.
It's just little tidbits, you know. I think Jeroshi. What I got out of it was prayer. That's all I got out of it. Nobody else said a lot. I was like, come on, no.
Yeah, it was very encouraging. Just keep on going. Yeah, and we enjoyed it. Very nice.
That's true. I think everybody just knows.
We're all getting beat up by the system. We just need a good hanging out with them. Just at the right time. Very good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, and videos almost every part. Which, yeah. I love.
On your iPad?
No, just on the big screen.
Oh, the videos on.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I cried so much.
I did too. Like almost
you?
every video made me cry. That's like Kleenex, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
I was sitting next to Jasmine. She doesn't cry at anything, and like 10 seconds into everyone, I was like ugly cry,
Yeah.
full on sobbing.
Yeah, it was
It's like, are you okay? Good cry though.
yeah.
So, do you know how to have the meeting app? So you have everything ready.
Everything been going here.
Let's see. Can I see it for a second? Yeah. So here's, whoops. I'm touching the screen a little bit. Meetings. And then this one, let me turn on my hotspot and then you can download it.
Yeah, nice to go with everybody. All of us.
Actually, the Kingdom Hall has Wi-Fi.
I feel like it was just when we first moved here.
CP put it on his motorcycle.
Well, hopefully there's some people you know.
Okay. Now go to your Wi-Fi and see if anything hot shows up. There we go. It's D-A-N-A. Whoops. You push D-E. D? A-N. I always mess it up too. E-L-L-E 87. There we go. Connect. Hey Mary, how are you? Good. Now it's connected. Okay, now go back to meetings. Now see how it has a little cloud there? You just click on it and it'll download. There we go. And then this is what we're going to do for tonight. So we have, do you have a heart of flesh? And that first, this is the Bible reading that we do every week. That will be in blue. And that's what we'll discuss for tonight. So tonight was Ezekiel 11 through 14. And then this is just, the brother's going to talk about it and bring out these points. And then this is digging from spiritual gems. And these are past Watchtower references. And it's really cool because it asks this question, like, what responsibility do these verses place on Jehovah's servants? And then you click on that, and it will take you to the Watchtower article that gives you the answer.
Oh, okay.
So that, and then the brother's going to actually ask those questions, and you can answer from those paragraphs. And then this is one of my favorite parts. What did this week's Bible reading teach you about Jehovah? And so then that's when you can share your own personal thoughts on what you enjoyed about the Bible reading. And then this is apply yourself in the field ministry, and this section's a little bit different every week. And then here we'll have a local needs, and this one the brothers will get together and decide what the congregation maybe needs some encouragement about or some help with, and that'll be a 15-minute talk. And then the Bible study, that's what I gave you that purple book for.
Right, okay.
And then just a review and a preview of the next week.
I don't know if this makes things easier or not, but here's also a printed version of the schedules.
Yeah, I'll give you this, so if your iPad or your Samsung ever dies, you have it, a backup in paper.
All right, awesome.
So it's pretty much just the exact same thing but in paper form.
Wash it out as best you can.
But yeah, every week just go and see if you have that week's downloaded. I'm going to turn off my hotspot now. And yeah, anything in blue are references, and you can just click on it and it'll take you to where you need to go. And then the songs are in there too, but you have your songbook. I always like to have a paper songbook, or our words are on our screens now, which I really like.
Right.
But, hey Pete.
Check them off. Yeah, crazy.
You want to walk around a little bit and meet some new people, or are you happy here?
Oh, it don't matter.
Let's go around and see if there's anyone you haven't met yet.
They're getting big. I just have tomatoes this year. Well, I have a couple spaghetti squash plants, but mostly just tomatoes.
This is my friend Julie. This is Bear.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Isn't that a cool name, Bear?
It's cute. Like, when we were at break, I thought it was so cute. So I'm like, oh, I have to get a couple more. Because I thought it was going to have my garden. You know, it's not that big, but I thought I'd have them. So I bought the planted them, and I have all those volunteer tomato plants from last year. So it is, but now I have 40 tomato plants in a garden space that should probably work as well. So I'm going to have tomatoes for free. I do. I love salsa. I like pasta sauce, so I'm really excited. But it's going to be crazy when it starts producing.
It is a lot of work. It's worth it.
Yes. Fresh potatoes. So if you want new tomatoes, feel free. I'll have.
We didn't plant any.
No.
Nothing. We just went on flowers. Because we didn't order it. Now it's big. It's not as raw as waste water just to water the garden and get it going. Yeah, we'll take it.
Yes. Yeah, because last year I think you only had 10 plants, and there was like 5-gallon buckets full that I didn't even get to use at times. So yeah, there will definitely be tomatoes for everyone.
This is
Big jar.
Guess who's reader?
There's a store, a jewelry store called Johnny Charlie. She's like, oh, I was so she has like a that I never before. So I go to Charlie Charlie. So like
Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
Good, how are you? Good. Hey Josh, how are you?
Good. How are you, Danny?
Good. Mandy looks like she's feeling a little better.
Oh yeah, I forgot them. If you want them this week, I'll call you. Okay, they're in my garage. Okay. Sorry. I still went through rights for me. Yeah, they are. Well, they like try to only wash my hair. Yeah, it clips on and it's silicone in the inside, so it's damage your hair. And you see where and you go in. Jacqueline's hair is pretty short too. And she's had to go last year, and I have to because it's like $800 to get it Monday, Thursday, so they can hear me faster.
Hello, Mary.
And they have like all different races of hair.
It's all safe.
I like doing it.
We could either sit back there or back here.
Hey, Julie, nice to see you tonight.
Nice to see you too.
Where's their office?
She's the oldest. She's the
Friends, I'd like to have you find your seats, please. The meeting's going to begin. Welcome to our meeting tonight. Before we get into our different parts and our discussion on the information, let's stand and sing song number 36 to open up with. Song number 36 is We Guard Our Hearts. Song 36, and then we'll have Brother Nickerson open our meeting with prayer. Song 36.
Our Heavenly Father, Jehovah, our grand instructor, we come together after this weekend of spiritual enjoyment, Don't Give Up Regional Convention. We thank you for all the instruction that we received, and for those of us who have not attended, that we will soon receive. We know that you continue to pour out upon us so that we're instructed and prepared, especially in this end of the system of things. We have so many pressures upon us. We know that past examples, even in modern history, have been able to continue faithful, as we'll talk about tonight through our congregation Bible study. We also have other examples that are even amongst us in our congregation and our circuit that continue to show their faithfulness, so help us to imitate them Help us to strengthen each other by means of our comments and our participation, as well as our association after the meeting. So we leave this meeting in your care, and we humbly approach you now through your Son, Christ Jesus.
Well, what a good meeting we have tonight. No doubt you thought that as you prepared the different parts. Just as a quick review, if you do have your workbooks with you, or in your hands, we can just go through a couple parts and just kind of highlight some of the main things that we're going to be talking about tonight. Our first part here, our 10-minute talk, is entitled, Do You Have a Heart of Flesh? Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing to have that heart of flesh? Well, we're going to look at 3 different areas in our life where we can find out that answer. So we look forward to that being presented to us. As we continue on in our digging for spiritual gems, the second question there in that part is a review at the end. And that's what lessons do we learn from the mention of these individuals, Noah, Daniel, and so we'll look for that, and we'll have some good comments in our discussion for digging for spiritual gems. As we prepare for this month's presentation, as we go to the next section and apply yourself to the field ministry, we're going to take a look at 2 topics that in questions that most of the time pique people's interest, that of death and suffering, and how we can talk about these topics and ask questions and be effective in our ministry. Our local needs is going to be talking about disaster preparedness, so something that we always want to keep in mind. And also, too, in our congregation book study, we're going to look at the examples of some young ones and how they're courageous and how they're loyal to Jehovah despite difficulties, and how we can learn from their examples. So, again, what a good meeting we have in store for us. So let's get started. Let's begin with our first part. Brother Olson's going to have that for us. It's entitled, Do You Have a Heart of Flesh? Let's give our attention to that.
The Bible uses many different terms to describe the heart. A calm heart, a complete heart, a divided heart, a double heart, a heart of flesh, a hard heart, a heart of stone, a unified heart. And the list goes on and on, doesn't it? Tonight, though, we're going to focus on the question of this part. Do you have a heart of flesh? Now, perhaps you were like me when you read this and thought, that's not something that I want. Usually when we hear the term flesh, we think of sinful tendencies, perhaps wickedness, definitely something negative. But that's actually not true in this particular case. Having a heart of flesh means being sensitive to Jehovah's guidance, being moldable or malleable. So let's turn in our workbooks and look at this a little closer. Now our treasures start with Ezekiel 11, 17 and 18. Let's take a look at these verses here. This is talking about Jehovah's promised restoration of true worship. So I invite you to turn there with me. Ezekiel 11, 17 and 18. It says, Therefore say, this is what the sovereign Lord Jehovah says. I will also collect you from the peoples and gather you from the lands to which you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. And they will return there and remove from it all its disgusting things and detestable practices. So here this is talking about Jehovah promising to restore pure worship. As we look back in those verses, we see in verse 17 in particular, Jehovah speaking and saying that he was going to collect the people that had been scattered. So that was what his promise was in this particular regard. But as we move on in this part, now we're really going to focus on ourselves and what we can do to have that heart of flesh. Let's take a look at Ezekiel 11 and verse 19 and read that. Please turn there with me. Ezekiel 11 and verse 19. It says, And I will give them a unified heart, and I will put a new spirit in them, and I will remove the heart of stone from their bodies and give them a heart of flesh. So here we see a nice contrast between these two things. We talked about that heart of flesh. This talks about the contrast with a heart of stone. So you think of stone and what that's like. It's very hard. It's something that you really can't change. And so that helps us to see we don't want our heart to be like that. We want it to be of flesh, to where it can be molded. So we want a heart that is sensitive to Jehovah's guidance. So let's focus on that for a moment. How can you and I have a heart of flesh? Well, in order to do that, we need to spend time taking an accurate knowledge about Jehovah. Making wise decisions will help us to have a heart of flesh. We realize that we need to rely on Jehovah for guidance. We need to know his thinking. And the more we do that, the more we become familiar with Jehovah's guidance, and the more sensitive we become to his guidance. So we can illustrate that with perhaps someone going shopping. Perhaps you or your spouse went shopping and you found something that you really liked. It was very expensive. And even though your spouse is not there, you know what their reaction would be, don't you? If you were to spend a ton of money on something that wasn't a necessity. So that's really how it is with Jehovah. Because of our relationship and the time that we spent with our spouse, we know how they react to things, don't we? And that's really how it is with Jehovah. The more we spend time with him, we understand how he thinks about things. We know his reaction to things, and it helps us to make decisions easier. Another way we can develop this heart of flesh is when it comes to our personal study. So instead of just, studying, knocking out a certain portion of the Watchtower or perhaps reading the Bible, instead of just doing that, when we read the Bible or we study, we can ask ourselves these questions. What does this material reveal about Jehovah, his righteousness, his ways, and his thinking? When we read, we can say, how can I apply this at home, at work, or at school, or even in the ministry? And then once we've determined where we can apply it, then it becomes easier to perceive how we can put it into practice in our life. When we base our thinking on Jehovah's principles, we draw closer to him. Let's take a look at our picture in our workbook here. If we bring that up on the screen, we can see 3 particular areas where a heart can be molded to one of flesh. We see the example with entertainment in the first one there. How the brother is thinking about how Jehovah views entertainment. It's helping to make a proper decision. We see in the next picture the dress and grooming. How the sister is having her heart molded and making a proper decision. And then finally in our last one, Jehovah's love and forgiveness. And it's helping them because of that relationship to really work out the problems that they have. So what will be our reward for putting in all this effort in order to have a heart of flesh? I invite you to turn in your Bibles to Ezekiel 11 and verse 20. Ezekiel 11:20. It brings that out for us. It says, in order that they may walk in my statutes and observe my judgments and obey them. Then they will be my people, and I will be their God. So here we see the reward that comes from those that have a heart of flesh. The verse says that we would be Jehovah's people, and Jehovah would be our God. So let's do all that we can then to get to know Jehovah and to have a heart of flesh.
Thank you, Brother Olson, for getting us started there. Let's continue with our digging for spiritual gems. Our chapters for this week were Ezekiel chapters 11 through 14. And so we have 4 questions like we normally do each week. And so let's just see what you found out in research and digging for those gems here in spiritual treasures. Let's just start first of all in Ezekiel chapter 12. And let's read verses 26 through 28. If we could have somebody do that, please. Sister Christina Olson.
The word of Jehovah again came to me, saying, Son of man, this is what the people of Israel are saying. The vision that he sees is for a long time from now, and he is prophesying about the distant future. Therefore say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord Jehovah says. None of my words will be delayed. Whatever I say will be done, declares sovereign Lord Jehovah.
All right, thank you. So what responsibility, then the question asks, do these verses place on Jehovah's servants?
Oh, we want to do all we can to help other people not put off Jehovah's Day of Judgment, the Great Tribulation, Armageddon. We don't want them to think that's sometime way down the road and we'll never see it like most people do, but we want to try to impress on them that we face Jehovah's Judgment imminently.
Good. And Sister Thiessen?
It shows if we're going to help others put their confidence in Jehovah, first of all, we need to have confidence in Jehovah ourselves. That needs to be something we're determined with. And also that we need to have courage, because just like there were ones in Ezekiel's day who maybe scoffed at his message and didn't believe him, we have that same thing today, so we need to have courage.
Good, thank you. Yeah. Brother Anderson?
Back then, Ezekiel had prophecies declared, prophecies or revelations, but he had an assignment, just like verse 28 says, therefore say to them. We have basically the same commandment. We're not prophesying, but we're using their prophecies that we need to declare. So we have the same command to go out and tell people.
Yep, very nice. Sister Words?
And this was Jehovah's people, and they were telling the people that